Spirit Tribe. Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of, and I threw it on the floor, December. For Taurus, blooper reel already for Taurus. So wherever you happen to have Taurus in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Taurus, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. We're gonna find out what gifts you will be receiving this month. So hey, it's a time of giving, yes, and receiving even. We want to keep it in balance, right? So please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so you know that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling and gripping onto things a bit of a challenge for me, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. You know, whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so you know, sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in that description box down below, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list, like a card deck or a candle, something for my family, something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. Okay, before we get into cards, we are going to get a number from the spirit board, a number message. As you can see, there are a ring of numbers here, and that is what spirit has picked for the month of December. So all right, Spirit, December 2025, a number message for Taurus. What is it that Taurus needs to know? Ooh, you got a number 9 coming in. Number 9, feeling fine. The number 9 is representative of the principles of healing, artistry, and knowledge. It can symbolize the philosopher or the physician, someone whose mission is to cure all the ills of the world. The number 9 may also signify a selfless and romantic individual who is both a dreamer and a doer, a person with a proverbial heart of gold. It can indicate a time of idealism when both inspiration and intuition serve as tools for altruistic purposes, if I can even read and talk today, right? I mean, chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, Gigi. The number 9 is the number of metaphysics and also represents the dabbler and the dilettante, whose methods may be unconventional or inexperienced, yet wholehearted. The energy of the number 9 is compassionate and global, but can also be naive and unstable. So would have to work on, you know, getting grounded, which Taurus, you're an earth sign. So I feel like getting grounded comes more naturally to earth signs than it does any other sign. So you already know what it's like to, you know, tap into that earth energy. All right, let's get some sixth sense connection oracle messages here for you for this month of December, Taurus. Let's see what your higher self wants you to know here. And we got a flyer. Ooh, you got a number 17, the Phoenix, coming in first. Ooh, what a way to start with that Phoenix, you know, rising from your own ashes. You got a number 15, the Knight, coming in. Ooh, are you a white knight on a white horse? Let's find out. All right, two more here, Spirit, for Taurus. What else does Taurus need to know here? We got a number 38, Soul Dance, coming in here. Ooh, you got to dance it out, maybe. Let's see what else. For those Grey's Anatomy fans, you'll get that. Oh, goodness. Dance it out. You don't see that too much anymore, but... Ooh, you got a number 44, Healer, coming in. So you start with the Phoenix... and then you end up with the Healer, and the Healer is a number 44. That is a master number. You may want to look that up, especially if you've been seeing 4s on repeat. So, all right, a number 17, Phoenix. Something unexpected has happened that shook you to your very core. It can be difficult to understand why this was part of your journey. Surrender your heart, mind, body, and soul to the infinite spirit. Know that you are not alone and always in safe hands. Hope and anticipation return as you come to terms with letting go of trauma. The spirit of the Phoenix rising from the ashes brings back your drive and determination. You can reinvent your life in wonderful ways filled with love, understanding, and prosperity. The affirmation: I am safe and determined to live a wonderful and happy life. Love it. Some good crystals to use while you manifest or meditate are smoky quartz, jet, citrine, and fire agate. I am safe and determined to live a wonderful and happy life. Yes. All right, we got this number 15, the Knight. A knight's mission is to serve, defend, and protect. Knights may work in the military, legal system, government service, or as an emergency responder. They wear a mask to hide their feelings, as they often care too much about the health and well-being of others. That kind of fits in with that number 9 message, I think, too. The stressful work makes them susceptible to stress-related health issues. Encourage them to take good care of themselves. Your knight in shining armor can be very loving and endearing. This could be a match made in heaven. Ooh la la. The affirmation: I am putting myself first so I can help others. Some good crystals to use while you manifest or meditate are black obsidian, smoky quartz, coming in again, lapis lazuli, and red jasper. I am putting myself first so I can help others. Love it. All right, and number 38, Soul Dance. Music lifts your state of mind and encourages creativity. When you have given it your best and you're not getting anywhere, let music soothe your soul. Give me the beat, boys, and soothe my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. I'm sorry, I butchered it and your ears are probably bleeding, but that song just popped right into my head. It changes your vibration very quickly as your heart begins to form an intimate connection with the melody. It adjusts your vibration while realigning your mind, body, and soul with the divine. Take 10 minutes and go with the flow. Sing and dance to your favorite upbeat tunes. Dance sitting in your chair if you can't stand up. no crystals, no affirmations. Turn that frown upside down and dance to the music. Just dance, you guys. You know, let your soul be merry and light, and you know, you're calling your soul, you're calling your spirit home. And when we do that, the ego is going to throw a tantrum, but you're going to be like, listen, we're not giving in to ego these days. All right, a number 44, healer. You should work in the healing arts or helping people. So that seems like a mission here, you guys, in some other way, as you have natural healing abilities. Certain people or situations will leave you feeling drained. Learn how to strengthen your health and well-being by fortifying your energy shield. Daily spiritual protection practices will help you let go of negative energy you may have picked up inadvertently. Make time for fun and laughter to bring you into balance and harmony. Yes, I love it. The affirmation, I am keeping my energy field strong while I help others. Some good crystals to use while you manifest or meditate. Smoky quartz is showing up here for the third time, you guys. So I think you really need to work with some smoky quartz. Amethyst, black obsidian, and healer's gold. I am keeping my energy field strong while I help others. You are giving back in a big way here. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department for you this month of December, Taurus. This can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey Gigi, I really love my job, my career, the people I get to work with, the people I get to interact with, my hobbies, then guess what? That is all included here as well. All right, you got the crib showing up. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Now for some it could be both, right? And you know, back in my day when we were growing up, people said crib referring to their home. So it could be that for some as well, right? Okay, so you know, if you're not wanting to have a child, don't come at me, you guys. You know, there are so many of you. So someone is going to be super excited about this crib showing up. Perhaps it's a sign you've been waiting for. We also have marriage coming in. So, a deeper commitment, you guys. Maybe this is the month you're getting married, or maybe this is your anniversary month, or maybe it's just showing up to tell you to pour some love back into your marriage, back into your spouse or significant other, right? We also have feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. You know, they like a fair weather friend, you know, they blow around like a feather. They're there and then they're gone, and you know, it's like, oh, okay, let them go, you guys. We have the vase for secret admirer. Hey, someone gonna fill that vase up with lots of flowers. I love it. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance for you this month of December, Taurus. I always like to know what's going on with my money, honey. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, like how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in all of your accounts? I'd be like, I manifested that. I sure did. All right, you have the ink pot, problems to be resolved. So we can see this ink pot has spilled over. It's made a mess, but you know what? we can always clean up a mess. Yeah, it's going to be, ooh, because it's ink, right? But, oh, and look, there's a feather there, you know, but that's more like a quill. So maybe you're doing a lot of writing and you need to slow down, double check your work, you know, but don't let one little problem, you know, cripple you is what I'm hearing here, because you got this carrot, opportunity or windfall. So you planted good seeds, you guys, and this opportunity, this windfall is showing up. And you also have the bowl for plenty of material things. You know, look at that bowl. It's full of good fruit, and you know, so you're not going to do without, is what Spirit is giving me here. You know, yeah, times are unsettled, times are troubled. You know, we can't ignore that, but at the same time, you will be taken care of. You will be provided for, is what Spirit is saying here. So don't panic too much. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you, Taurus, this month of December. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes? Use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can, don't mean I want to, you know. I like to coast on easy street. You did have a flyer. You had the scales. Keep your life in balance. So not the first time that has come up. So the scales to me represents Libra energy. So you could have Libra in your birth chart somewhere. You could be dealing with a Libra or someone with Libra in their birth chart somewhere. And it's totally okay if you don't know, you guys. You know, we don't always know our own birth chart, let alone that of everybody we interact with. But oh my God, I literally said this to you guys. This staff is showing up. You will be taken care of in difficult times. See, I told you Spirit was saying that. You have the haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. So either that makes you feel really good, really happy, or not so much, depending on what you've been putting out. You know, this is a sign to be more mindful and aware of what you're putting out into the environment, because it comes back to you and it gains steam. All right, we're going to get some messages from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases. From new to full, she is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get some messages from Mama Moon for Taurus for this month of December, saying goodbye to 2025 and getting ready for 2026. Just sounds so crazy. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So lots of balance, lots of harmony coming up for you. And your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Ooh, being tested. Are you gonna pass the test? All right. Full moon in Pisces. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Attune with the moon. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream, but one thing ends and another thing begins, because you got the Phoenix. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. Okay, first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Let's see. First quarter moon. Attune to the moon. I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. So, maybe something about your dream just wasn't meant to work out, so maybe you're reconfiguring things. The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Now is not the time to give up. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. You need to recommit to someone or something. So your commitment, I feel like you're being reevaluated, or you're reevaluating things, if that makes sense. All right, we're gonna get some butterfly oracle. I have not used this deck in a long time and I couldn't find the book, so we're winging it here, you guys, with this deck. I used to use it a lot and then I put it up. It kind of got water on it, so I had put it up for a bit. Oh, you got motivation coming in. So you sometimes you got to dig deep, and you've got to sorry, my voice, you've got to motivate yourself, you guys. Self-motivation. I'm also hearing self-preservation as well, but dig deep and figure out what it is you're passionate about and go after it. All right, let's get some chakra love mini deck messages here for you for this month of December. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right, for Taurus. Okay. So we have root chakra, red jasper, grounding. I mentioned grounding at the beginning. Sink your roots deep. Connect them to the heart of the earth, to the heart of Mama Earth. Ground yourself deep. Send some love and nurturing energy down through your root system. We also have solar plexus chakra, topaz, for manifestation. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief. Believe in yourself. Have confidence that you can do whatever you set your hand, heart, and mind to. And you're gonna make mistakes. That's part of how you learn. All right, let's get some crystal wisdom mini deck messages here. Let's see what else you need to know for December, Taurus. Lots of crystals. Maybe that's part of the gift that you give yourself, or maybe someone else will gift you crystals, or could be anything, right? All right, you have shungite for discipline. I practice the art of discipline and it brings freedom to my soul. Maybe that's part of this motivation you have showing up. Motivation and discipline, like the knight, right? We have Libyan gold tektite for manifestation. So manifestation showing up twice for you. I manifest positive outcomes. Maybe you need to get some topaz and Libyan gold tektite to work with while you are manifesting these positive outcomes with confidence and with belief that you can. If you can dream it and you can believe it, you can absolutely achieve it. All right, let's get your bonus. It's going to come from the universe has your back. So for December, for Taurus, what is it that the universe wants Taurus to know? There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Yes, stand strong and true in your authenticity, your true power, you guys. So it is absolutely sexy when you're just yourself. All right, Taurus, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with the razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you, and I'm so very grateful and thankful. Taurus, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.